All right, guys, we back in the Wolf Den again today with Mr. Coby Tatum.
Pleasure.
I said that right?
Yeah, that's it. That's
Okay,
it. There you
okay,
go.
good,
That's
good,
it.
good.
No, this is epic. Thanks for having me.
So, let's let the viewers know who you are. I believe you are on TikTok, YouTube. You got a few different pages. They all got like 200,000 followers.
Just about.
Yeah,
Just about.
Let us know what you got
I got
going
you.
on.
I got you. Well, Coby Tatum. Once again, I'm from Houma, Louisiana, Gray, whatever you want to call it. The most rundown city I can possibly think of. Anyways, yeah, I do YouTube, content creator. I'm pretty much a creator. I like to focus more on YouTube, but yeah, I've been creating content for about 10 years now, since I was a 10-year-old little boy. Been my dream since I can't even, the longest, I can't even remember how long, but since I was literally probably 6, 7 years old.
How are you again?
I'm 21 right now.
You're 21, so
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
What year were you born?
Dude, in fucking elementary school.
No, literally.
What year were you born?
So I was born in 2003.
2003.
July 4th.
Okay.
And I was a YouTube kid, dude.
Yeah, that's
love
why I was wondering.
So would you just like get on the phone or something? Or
dude,
tablet
I was
and
that
just
kid.
like play on the
Yeah, I was that kid.
But I'm just wondering because like I was in YouTube like whenever it was like in the beginning of YouTube.
Right.
And like I'm talking about like early, like I'm 2007, 2006,
Ooh,
2008.
okay.
Whenever YouTube is just kind of like blowing up and they got like the hype videos.
Right.
And I'm in like the 3rd or 4th grade and we watching football hype videos that they got coming out on YouTube.
Yeah.
And we making ping pong videos.
The trick shots and
The trick-
everything.
hey, look,
yeah.
Nobody knows this, but look, I'll give the viewers a look, hidden Easter egg. If you go look up on YouTube, you can find
a video.
Dude, videos from me from like
No way.
No, I'm like 10 years old. Just go look up Nick Sanchez shooting ping pong shots or something like that.
What y'all doing, like trick shots?
Oh, it's just like
I did the same.
It's
I had a
childish
little
stuff.
trick shot phase.
Yeah, it's like, and then like I got one video where I do like this awesome shot, and obviously it wasn't done what was supposed to happen.
Right.
A cool shot happened, and I'm just like,
And you just had that reaction.
But you know the thing's crazy about the whole, like you say you've been doing it since you're 10. Like that's like every kid's dream.
It is.
But what's wild is that's all you see. So I mean, look, what's the popular kids YouTube Ryan's World or whatever, dude?
Yeah.
Did you see how much he's worth now?
That dude is.
Isn't it like 50, 60 million or something
Sounds
crazy?
about right, dude. I wouldn't.
What is it?
More.
I don't know.
Dude, he was so look, basically, and correct me, you probably know more, but like I think when he started out, he was like 4 or 5, huh?
Yeah.
Something crazy. Dude, he was doing toy reviews.
You talking about a toy
Yeah, he was doing
review?
toy
His
reviews.
parents would just like play with the toy.
Dude, now none of his family works. Like they're all like working for him,
Yeah,
basically.
okay.
But he's like worth
got
like 50, 60 million. His
toys
platform's
and
worth
Target.
like, yeah.
That's
It's
crazy.
insane. Nah, literally, YouTube changed a lot of people's lives.
So-
It's crazy.
But it's doing kind of the same for you too, because
Mhm.
whenever you came in, you said you're 21 years old.
Yeah.
You don't even have a real job.
No.
Social media is your main.
Literally main. Yeah, my main source of income for a while was actually working for some YouTubers. Shout out Juju Nidal and Mama Wonder. If you're listening, I highly doubt it, but
Hey man, y'all check out the podcast.
shout out. They got
Check out the podcast.
We will.
Tell them to check out it. Tell them
I got
to
you.
look
I
at
got
it,
you. So I actually I was working at Smoothie King. Never returning. That was the absolute worst experience of my entire life.
The one at home?
Yeah. Tunnel Boulevard, right there. Great people. Shout out Elvin, great boss. He's also a mentor as well. But so anyways, let me get back on track. I got a job for some YouTubers named Juju and Nidal. Worked for them for about a couple of years now, and it got to the point where I was feeling drained. All the workload and the pay just wasn't kind of meeting it. Full transparency. I was probably like maybe $5K like on average a month. Sometimes it would exceed if we did more projects, but
What with the YouTube videos?
yeah. So I would film, I would script, I would edit all the videos.
So you were making that money though, but then they were also flying you out to these places like LA and all.
Yeah,
So at the end of the day, I mean,
it checked out.
yeah, because like you're getting the experience,
Yeah.
and I mean, let's be real, 4,000 or 5,000.
But now, I was
No,
about to say,
4,500.
that's still pretty wild because look,
That's
he's
good.
not even,
Dude, they do straight up.
some people are probably going, it's like,
What?
He just said that like 4 or 5,000.
4,000 or 5,000 a month for
Right.
for people, for guys, anyone for in
Mhm.
Louisiana, dude. That's good money.
No, exactly.
You
so
cannot complain about 4,000 or 5,000.
I couldn't, dude.
You know what I
couldn't.
mean?
That's wild.
But I get it. So like you kind of I guess you were kind of talking before the podcast. You were saying just you were seeing that, and then you were just kind of seeing the results and stuff. And
Yeah, definitely.
a lot of
dude,
things,
definitely.
you know that
I mean-
you know that you were kind of doing a good bit of it. So is that kind of why you transitioned and kind of
Hmm.
maybe moved to your own thing?
I would definitely say that. Yeah, I was really burnt out, dude. I was just editing like I was filming, editing at least 8 long form videos a month, 4 for each channel.
Well, how many other people did he have like you going with them to do that?
It was just me. It
Oh,
was just
really?
me.
So the
I
whole
mean,
time.
yeah, the whole time.
So
There
like you
was
had no people involved, like really,
nobody.
other than
It
when.
was you see this guy one man army. That was me, bro. I was just working alongside with them. It was just helping think of hooks
That's
and
crazy.
thumbnails and titles and everything. It was I wouldn't take it back for anything. Like I learned so much running a business. I mean, there right now, my friend Needall, the little one, he's at like over 3 mil plus on YouTube, and Juju's like 2 mil plus for sure as well.
I heard these names before. I just can't.
I'm about to check them out.
Yeah, I
I'll
can't
be
put
honest.
names to faces.
Well, you probably definitely would know him from like Jordan Matter and
I can tell you they're gonna pop up now. Now that we're talking about
I
it.
promise you this. Ask your kids if they watch Jordan Matter and Needall Wonder. I guarantee they do. I guarantee it. Absolutely.
What kind of content are they producing?
So they're really kid based. So
That's probably why we don't.
right, yeah, exactly. But they'll do like content like I built a secret gaming room, or
Wait! Is that where I know these kids? These
you
guys?
might, dude.
How old are these guys?
So Needall, little bro, shout out little bro. I think he's like 14 or 15 right now. Juju, he is 21, I think, something like that.
If it's the same guys I'm thinking about, like, did they like dig like secret tunnels and stuff in their backyards before and like build?
Okay, you might be thinking about okay, so like one thing when you get involved in the YouTube world, you find out kind of like how small the YouTube world
And
is.
everybody knows everybody.
Everyone
Everybody
knows
knows
everyone.
That's
everyone.
awesome.
Yeah, literally.
Well, because
so,
it's at the end of the day, we look at it. YouTube's a huge thing, but it's really like in the
Right.
creator world, it's really like there's only so many people that's really like getting attention and stuff, right?
no,
I'm sure
facts.
there's a lot of people making videos and things,
Yeah.
right? But like, who's actually,
Well, it's just like in our.
yeah, in Austin,
It's a
you go and ask
networking
them,
thing. So
yeah.
you know the avenues to network with these guys.
Exactly. No, exactly. And honestly, like working for Juju and them, like they opened so many doors. Like I've met some of the biggest top creators in the world. Like, I mean, one example is Jordan Matter, and he's like direct contact to Mr. Beast. I know y'all know Mr. Beast, right?
Oh, yeah.
obviously.
Y'all don't need that.
We actually
education.
talked about Mr. Beast before. I didn't have the highest opinion of Mr. Beast before in the past because of things that I saw, but we talked about it on a previous
Right.
podcast. And just my views on him and why I had my views on him and
Mhm.
stuff. But dude, honestly, the more that I've been watching Mr. Beast lately, it's just like I can't help but like just be like, dude, like
This
he's
guy's
doing-
chill.
No, he's like he's doing the right things. It's just like and he's exposing his corruption, like
Mhm.
chocolate with the slavery thing. Like
Yeah.
I was against his chocolate bars at first. I thought he was doing some crazy shit. But it was because of the content other people
Right,
were
right.
producing about him, and it was popping up on my feed. And honestly, shame on those creators because
Shame on them.
yeah, because honestly, you get this false perception of this person, and it's just like I really didn't even. I had this false perception of
Mhm.
him, and I didn't really realize. I started doing my research on the guy and started like really looking into the things he was doing. I was like, shit, man, I kind of.
He's a chill guy.
Yeah, dude. Like,
I haven't met him yet though. Eventually.
I mean, he's probably a chill dude to meet, and he probably knows a lot. Like, probably whenever you have a conversation with him,
Mhm.
probably be hard. I would think.
Definitely.
Like, just because like he's so intellectual with some of the things he knows and just the
Yeah.
knowledge he has, I would think it'd be the most hard to keep up on his level on some. of the things.
Guaranteed, bro. That dude's brain moves a mile per hour. Like I see like interviews, I'm like, dude, this guy he's 3 steps ahead.
I know.
He's insane.
It's kind of crazy.
It's insane.
But he obsessed with it too, and he took the gambles.
Yeah.
Just like I'm sure you're doing, right?
Yeah, shout out Mr. Beast for
So
paving the way, that's for sure.
So whenever you're doing like some of your content, are you like kind of like looking at some of those other guys and seeing how they're doing things and what they're doing, just in kind of
It's a great segue. I like this. It's a great transition. Yeah, I'll spill the game right here. So basically, the long form, that's where you're getting most paid. Well, if you like making videos, that's a plus, and if you get paid from them, that's also just another
Now,
plus.
for the viewers, like when you say long form, kind of explain.
Oh, okay. So, the difference between long form and short form content is the short form's like kind of like TikTok. You're scrolling, the portrait, the one that fits your phone up and down, and then like long form is usually like the landscape videos, probably like 8 minutes plus on a video. Like this podcast, what you guys are watching, this is considered a long form. So, you got your thumbnail and everything. That's pretty much what a long form is.
And I know you probably on another level than us. Like we're not able to monetize yet. We haven't hit that level to actually monetize our content on
Right.
YouTube yet. With yours, I'm sure I'm not sure you are monetizing money from YouTube. whenever you're doing that, so you're saying the long form is now the time, but are you even seeing any money coming from short form too? For
Oh,
posting on it?
absolutely, absolutely. Actually, a very unique thing that I just started doing is create some sort of call to action with my short form to my long form. So that's been
We
really
kind of do the
helpful.
same thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's super helpful. If it's done right, it's like massively helpful. Like the first long form video, I haven't made long forms in forever. This is a little bit after quitting my job with the other YouTubers. But when I started making long form again, I built up my page strictly from short form. So it was doing like the same videos I'd pretty much be making now, but just in a very short form version.
Mhm.
It's like, how would this video look like if it was a minute long? And that's kind of how I would construct it. Pulled a lot of views, gained the subs. Which, by the way, subs don't really mean anything. We'll get into that later, I guess. But
It's really the
eventually,
views at the end of the day,
yeah,
right?
low key, like, yeah, I know people that have less subs than me making more money than I am, and it's
But
it's
it-
insane.
but the subs gotta at least help though. At least get your name out
Definitely.
there at first.
Definitely.
Whenever the
Well, they bring
video
traffic,
posts.
but like
Yeah,
you
That's what I'm
said,
saying. Bringing
you
the
know what I
traffic.
didn't realize? I didn't realize like the whole algorithm thing until I started doing a little research. Like, because I didn't realize like somebody could click up on your video, but they have to watch it for like
Yeah.
so long to even count towards your.
That's all your thing.
You ready? I'll give you a
Uh,
mindset change.
go
I'll
ahead.
give you a mindset change. Instead of calling it the algorithm, call it the audience. Bam. That's what it is.
Sure.
You're not trying to hack anything here.
That's
I
true.
promise
You're
you.
right.
If you got a good video, dude, your video's gonna get views. Like
But
that's
and
plain
I
up.
feel like that's what everybody says.
Right.
If you stay consistent and you have good quality and you're doing something and you're doing it to the fullest capability that you can be doing it,
Mhm.
it's almost impossible to fail.
Impossible, dude. I promise you, it's impossible.
It's really crazy.
I mean, I was watching a few episodes. I think I watched Brody's in particular, but like I was like, dude, I can definitely see this podcast definitely couple 100,000 subs in the next year, guaranteed.
Well, that's what I'm hoping. But like, I was very mad because the Brody podcast, we like saved it. Like, obviously, like shout out Brody.
Shout out
we,
Brody.
We use him to like kind of pop it off, right?
Right.
Like start it off, and we got some views and all. But I was pissed off because my camera guy that was working for us at the time fucked up and have the podcast was blurry. So I'm just like, you saw it if you watched the podcast.
I was skipping through, so I don't think I saw that part. Was it like through a whole bit?
No, it was like a few parts.
No, it was just a couple. Like only one of the cameras was kind of.
It was his.
What it was doing,
camera.
doing some autofocus shit. So it kept
okay. Going in and
kinda,
out.
well, yeah, it kept trying to find his like actual clear face, but I don't know.
It just like
It was ended up focusing on the words on the mic instead of his face. So it was trying to like dial in, but it wasn't taking
footage.
Yeah, bro.
Fuck. That sucks.
It's like so that happened and then,
Look, we live and you learn, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
we live and you learn.
you know, it's
but like
guaranteed.
just to be real, I mean his is obviously still the most highest view one, but I mean the ones that we posted since then, honestly, they're really doing good. I mean it's not like they're doing bad.
No, not at all.
Most of our shorts and stuff, they get minimum 1,000 views.
Yeah, that's
on most
epic. And
platforms.
how new of a channel is it?
That's brand new. We just started a channel like literally a
that's
month ago.
fucking awesome,
How
dude.
long
No,
ago? 2
about
months ago?
3 months.
Two or 3 months
That's
ago.
Two or
still
3
epic.
months.
Most people don't even see a couple hundred views on their video
That's what I was
for
saying.
a
And then,
while.
like we had some of our other employees too that tried to start like a podcast, and not that they tried, they still doing it and things, but they're posting videos and stuff from now on. And I mean, theirs is only getting only like a couple few hundred, or
Right.
whatever. And we're not really seeing too much success with it yet, but hopefully that one will pick up. Too.
Right. No, I think my first YouTube analysis when I went on the channel, I was like, okay, I'm gonna help these guys get some better thumbnails. Because honestly, that's gonna change the game even 10 times. And probably like I think there's a very similar formats that a lot of podcast people use for titles and thumbnails. But I think if you guys focused a little more on that, you'd probably get like an initial first. I bet if we like focused up on the title and thumbnail a little bit more, a couple thousand views, you'll see a drastic change.
It is because I notice it on some of the things that my guy does right now. You can tell
It pushes it to a whole different group of people.
Yeah. And you can tell which things whenever he posts it in comments, like you can clearly see which ones are doing better than the others, depending on what we're
like
saying.
you know, it was crazy.
Yeah.
I had one video just like, and that's kind of wild because it makes sense. So one video where I was talking about some of the crane stuff we do and just the kind of experience we had. That video popped off like right away. It had 20,000.
What was the title?
It was one of the shorts. It was
It was a short.
Oh, I was basically talking about like crane operators and somebody coming in, but like if you go on our TikTok, it's pinned.
Okay.
If you what we're noticing, especially like with our channel, is because like we're kind of circled around like business entrepreneurs, young people coming up and what they're doing to make money, how to be successful, right? a lot of our content that we're seeing more success of instead of like the funny or even like the crazy stuff is the realness.
The realness.
The realness.
Yeah.
No, like,
That's
dude, I was talking about my ex-girlfriend the other day.
And
that
now
one popped off. That one got like on a few different ones. I was just like, what? And I was just like, why?
It's like,
but,
dude, we were off topic here.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
But that's how a lot of it is starting to happen, and we're seeing it, and it's just like, all right, we can be real. I'd rather talk real the whole podcast anyway, because I mean that was one of the first things that we talked about. Like, I don't ever want no scripted content. I don't want.
Yeah,
No, we don't ever come in here and have it. I mean, obviously, you've seen how we started the deal. We talk a little bit. Yeah, we don't say, oh, hey, we have a list of questions. And
right.
I mean,
off the wing.
Look, it's gonna be real.
Well, that's why, and at the end of the day, I feel like that's what people want to see is just that real content. Because at the end of the day, you can tell whenever these podcasts are scripted.
Definitely.
And you can tell whenever people are like trying too hard and just not being themselves. And I hate that. I want people to be as genuine as possible.
And as you guys grow, like people are going to gravitate and resonate like 10 times more with that. Like, fuck with these guys because it's them.
You know what I think's cool about like your scenario and your situation is that before today, I didn't even realize like when somebody was telling me like, oh, he's got a couple 100,000 viewers and followers and stuff like that. I'm like, wait, he's in Houma? And then like, I didn't even know you were living in Houma. Like seriously, I didn't even know you were around. And then, I mean, now I'm going to follow your stuff. But that's what I'm saying. That's how stuff happens.
No, this is it.
Like you find out that, and I guess what I'm going with this is, we talked about every kid's dream. Like this shows that in a small town, like, look, there's people doing it. Look at Brody. Brody was from Thibodeau. You're from Houma. Great. Right. I mean, look, viewers, listen. Your dream can be a dream. This kid is doing it. Your dream can be a reality.
Yeah, don't leave that shit on the pillow. All right? Don't leave that on a pillow, bro.
That is crazy. I mean, that's what's wild to me. Like, I didn't know. I was like, I was thinking you were, I didn't know. I thought you were from a bigger city.
Honestly, you want me to be really real with you? I told my fiance or whatever, and she was like, what, he's flying in? I was like, no, he's not flying in. I was like, I'm pretty sure he's from around here.
I'm like 10 minutes away, dude.
Like,
he's turning my dabs.
That's crazy.
I should have been like, yeah, he just got a private helicopter from like...
he said he's coming in a private jet or some shit.
Yeah. He was just in,
that would be dope.
where you was, what was that place called? The crazy one? I'm thinking of, that's it, off at Ibiza.
Ibiza.
He was just in Ibiza,
Just in Ibiza.
Flipping like topics with that. Tell us that. What's some cool shit you've been to since like you've been in the creator world?
Okay.
That you went to that like just haven't experienced around here. I'm talking about like a party in LA or something.
Okay. Well, start off that. I'm definitely not a party guy, but like what I do enjoy is like hanging out with the boys like this and just enjoying a nice little drink and not doing too crazy shit, I don't really like clubs. It's never really been me, but
not necessarily club.
Gotcha. But experiences that I can definitely put my finger on is honestly like the most unreal shit that I've possibly experienced is just being around like the vicinity around people that I'm like, holy shit, they're doing it. And like that's what's honestly kind of like
gives you that
best.
drive. Like,
it's like fuck, dude. Yeah. This is epic. Like being around Jordan Mattershoot, like they rented out this whole high school one time. Just this dude's YouTube videos are not YouTube videos, they're fucking movies, bro. And he's obsessed with it, just like Mr. Beast, bro. This guy's obsessed. Shout out Jordan Matter. So being around him, being around all the shoots, some other like successful creators that I know, like Ben Azler, just being around like really big creators like that. There's like my most probably, that's probably like my best experiences. Other than that, like
were they throwing game to you too though, like the whole time, like you're around them, like,
dude, yes.
Hey, dude, this is what you should do more.
I did not let that shit get wasted, dude. Like anytime I can, like I was asking as many questions as possible, like trying to learn from them, which helped a lot. And honestly, like I still like Jordan gave me his number, so like shout out Jordan. So like anytime I need questions or like I need my thumbnail to get roasted, I send it to him, and he's like, yeah, I like this better. This one's ass, blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm like, this is epic. But other than that,
all them bars are like in Cali right now.
Yeah, they're in Cali. But I guess like let me think of some other experiences. They had this one thing called Gravalanche. It was in LA. It's basically where a bunch of like content creators and flippers like me, they all come on Venice Beach. They rented out whole Venice Beach, put like basically a whole trampoline park on Venice Beach.
Wait, so there's other content creators that's like a thing like that's flippers like that.
Oh yeah. That's it.
That's it. Who and look, correct me because I don't know their names, but you might know them. But You seen those guys that are building like the biggest trampoline, the ones that built the biggest trampoline?
DD Squad.
That's
DD
bro,
Squad.
Check this out. These dudes, they're actually selling it now.
Yeah, they're insane.
Like, dude, this trampoline is what, like 50 feet by 50?
It's
50 by 50. It's huge.
Crazy, dude.
For this
Countries literally pay them to make videos.
Yes,
it's insane.
So wait,
they'll do stunts in like Spain. They'll do like some crazy shit in Spain. Like I don't know what the biggest trampoline, and then Spain will literally I don't know how they get in contact with whatever the fuck.
I messaged them.
Spain will literally be like, "Hey, we'll pay you this much money to make a video here to get people to come travel here." It's insane.
I messaged them to see how much it would cost. I was gonna buy one for the kids. Dude, it was like 20 grand.
It's insane.
It's fucking trampoline. It's like huge. It's dude, and I'm talking about when you jump on this thing, like you can get 10, 15 foot up in the air.
It's just a crazy thing.
Like
just
crazy.
talking about like just future ideas just for all of us in this room. Think about
so
like
crazy.
I don't know, but like I don't know, like how wild are you? Like, are you really like are you like are you willing to like do some like stunts?
Dude,
I
I'm
don't
a
know,
fucking
like, tell
stunt
me.
devil. Okay,
Alright, so
okay, look, I'll pop you off. All right, ready? So basically, I would consider myself a creator, but at the heart, I'm a stunt man all the way, dude. Like, I mean, I can show you guys some.
You ever do some shit and you're like, damn, I shouldn't have did that? Or you ever
all
got
the
injured?
fucking time.
Did you get injured? Like,
dude. You know what? Hey, shout out Jesus. Shout out my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Like, literally, dude, I am protected. I swear, I've never broken a bone. I think the worst injury I've had was like maybe spraining my ankle. But like, dude, I've done some crazy shit.
They say, I actually read that the other day. They say people who don't, because I never broke
are
a bone
protected.
Well, they're protected, but they also have to they also go through like more
different struggles.
Yeah, different struggles,
Yeah.
like harder struggles, like
Yeah.
like mental or physical, whatever the case may be. But I mean, look, all I'm saying is this man got some cranes.
Yeah.
We can lift
Oh,
pretty high
fuck, I
places.
didn't think about that.
We can lift to some
Wait,
pretty high places.
Big brain. Can I jump off your crane?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Shit like that. Like,
that's pretty
but
wild.
look, we have to get the right things in place. I know he's thinking right now. Insurance.
Yeah, just get some whatchamacallit,
Waivers?
non-disclosures, some
Non-disclosures?
NDAs. Yeah, you're protected.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, when we do, like, if you see the pond and stuff that we get, like, oh, dude, I'm telling you, with zip line, all this
This
other
would be
shit.
crazy.
Sounds fun. Sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm down with
We
that.
could try to do some vlogs and stuff, and we could try to get more into that, just to get some different things.
Mhm.
That way, we're not just only known for talking on a podcast. I guess.
Right.
Honestly, my question, and this is kind of, I guess, pretty much anybody would want to know, like, when you're starting this out young, I mean, do you, at some point, because look, I mean, obviously you're trying this every day. Obviously it's just when you're that young, you're not really thinking about the money aspect. You're just kind of having fun with it, right?
Right.
But then at what point are you like,
Does it take the front
wow,
seat?
this is gonna like you like, I guess my question, like, when you were like, damn, I'm kind of making it, like, you're getting some traction, or did you ever come to the point where you're like, yeah, I think I'm gonna hang this up because it's not working?
Shit. I don't think I've always, a lot of people.
Or is it just that much of a drive that you loved it?
Low key. I loved it so much, dude. First I started by like, literally it was just flips. I would set up my camera, I would film me doing flips, and I would put a really cool song over it, cool edit, whatever. That's where it started.
Yeah.
And it just kind of evolved over time. I just loved making videos, and then I realized, oh shit, I can like do something with this.
Right.
And then I started doing YouTube, and like, keep in mind, for the first I'm 21 now. I started when I was like 10 years old, realistically. It didn't start working until I was like 18, 19. So like, take this with a grain of salt. Like, if you guys are doing anything like this,
Takes time.
literally, like, prepare to dedicate the next 10 fucking years to do it, because like that shit won't be easy. But I promise you, when it comes around the corner, you're like, this is nice. And honestly, I'm nowhere near. Like, this isn't.
But it's crazy because like you're still growing, you're still climbing that mountain.
Exactly.
But
dude.
like so many people has the same story as I started this from this many years ago. Like, think about it. You have Logan and Jake Paul.
Right.
They was doing YouTube videos whenever they were freaking wrestling in high
Literally.
school and shit. People don't really know about that. So it just is. Dude, it's a consistent thing. Every single
Definitely.
person.
No, but you know what I think is pretty crazy, and then people that are watching this also. But like, for instance, like, you're not that far out of school.
No.
Obviously, you just graduated. So like, his friends are like having to go get jobs and shit.
Yeah.
He's just getting paid from
So
YouTube and shit. Like, that's gotta feel pretty cool. I mean,
it's the cool, bro.
like, you're not having to go do that 9 to 5 grind bullshit.
Why is that? do you have like a lot of friends that you have from high school that still like connect with, or like they kind of like you kind of grown away from?
I definitely like in the most respectful and loving way possible because
Right,
I
right,
still
right.
love them
No,
all, bro.
absolutely.
But like,
But
yeah,
yeah.
definitely like grew apart. Like I was actually just texting one of the buddies that I missed a lot today, and I was like, dude, we gotta connect. Like, but yeah, like all different lifestyles, different goals, different. It's just different. So
Well,
definitely,
a lot of people where I see it and seeing things, is a lot of people don't want the same things like what I want. You know
right,
what I
right,
mean?
right.
Like a lot of people, they're content with having a nice house
Hmm.
and kids and the dogs and whatever. But like,
Right.
I talk to this motherfucker all the time. I'm like, all right, dude, like, how soon can we be in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea on a yacht? And
Yeah,
I'm
let's
serious
go.
too. Like, I'm just
Yeah.
like, there's different levels to this shit.
No,
And I know
guaranteed.
there is. And I want to be on them levels where, yeah, I want kids. I have the dogs. I want the nice houses, but I want 3 nice houses. I want a house in
Right.
Italy. I want a house in
Right.
somewhere else in America. I want a house, my main house in Louisiana.
Yeah.
But then, like I said, I want to also be on a yacht somewhere else. I want to be
Literally.
traveling wherever we're doing. Let's be making business calls off helicopters in France.
Let's do
rather
it.
than- you know what I mean? Like,
I know what you mean. Man.
seriously, like,
No, literally.
and that's where, and I see people moving like that, and they're just like, I wake up every day and I say it, and I do say that to myself. I'm like, I'm gonna be successful today. I'm making all my dreams. I am successful today. I am achieving all my goals.
Yeah.
I don't
Like,
say
I'm
I
getting
want
chills
to.
as you're saying
Yeah,
this.
well, look, I'm serious. Like, I don't say I want to. I don't say I will. I don't say
Hey, you said
I'm
you're gonna
gonna.
go get it.
I'm not saying I'm gonna. I'm gonna go get it. I am getting it.
Right.
I am. Who's out there? Who got their money in my pocket today?
Right.
What am I doing to be success? Like, I am successful today. I am the man. I am achieving all my goals. Like, I am right now in this moment. And people don't realize that manifestation works, bro.
This is like the most common thing I hear with like people that are doing the same. Like I'm assuming we're all self-made here, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah, guaranteed. I can definitely tell. So it's like that's literally what it takes. It's like completely just reaffirming yourself that there's no other option. Fuck a plan B. I'm so serious.
Yeah.
Fuck a plan B, dude. Like everyone's like, you got a plan B? What if it doesn't work out? I'm like,
Look,
dude.
the thing is, like,
I never had a plan B. I always
Well,
had
no,
this.
look,
This is what
look.
I'm doing. I'm gonna get it.
there's a I always said this. There's a difference between the ones that want to go get something and the
Right.
ones that go get or to actually get it.
Mhm.
Go and actually get it. Like, look, we get up every morning. And there's a grind. Like, look, I was in Baton Rouge this morning. I work alongside with my team.
Mhm.
I go on these jobs every day. Look, I'm swinging hammers and doing stuff and
Like, it's different too, though, because like this motherfucker.
No,
I
but
told
it's
him
crazy. Listen. But I'll tell you, this is the difference. Like, my guys, I could call probably any one of my guys right now. Say, hey, look, I need you to come over here. Can you come? Dude, they're probably coming.
not probably. They're coming.
They're coming. Like, listen, they respect me so much, but you know why they respect me? It's because I'm out there every day with them.
Right.
I'm not just their boss that's sitting down and said, hey, I need you to go do this. I need you to go do this.
Right.
And I'm just sitting at home playing around,
it's crazy, though.
not doing shit.
Well, look,
I'm here every day.
It's crazy because I like me and Austin will stay in here till some late nights. I have late nights. I'm the type I'm working till 3 o'clock in the morning a lot of nights. Like, that's whenever I grind.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
whenever I hustle.
Right.
I'm a night guy. During the day, dude, I'm tired. I'm sluggish. I just don't get as much done. Well, don't get me wrong. I still go do, like, this morning I was up at 6:30 in the morning going video for a client, right? And then coming back, whatever. I call Austin. He's on a job in Baton Rouge. We didn't even know we was around each other. But there's been multiple occasions where, like, me and Austin was up late into the studio, whatever, doing the podcast, whatever. And the next morning, Austin's up over here at 6:30 in the morning, and I call him at like 9, and I'm like, what you doing? I'm just waking up. I'm about to head to the office. What you doing? He's like, dude, I've been here since 6:30. What you mean?
What
I'm
are you doing, bro?
dude,
Lacking,
Yeah.
bro.
I
You
was like,
slacking, my
fuck.
guy.
I was like, fuck. I was like, but then at the
You
end of the
backing
day,
up and waiting on me.
yeah, well, I was like,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I was like, I did stay up till 3 a.m. and you probably went to bed at like 12. So I was like, I'll give myself that. But then I was just like, fuck, still, Austin, like, what are you doing, dude? That's still like,
No, that's it though.
rolling. Like,
Which is also good. You guys keep each other accountable.
oh
I'm
no,
assuming,
we
right?
feed off each other a lot. Too. I feel
Exactly,
like
yeah.
we have both good in it. Like, I call this dude like
For anything.
Oh,
No,
no.
that's funny. Like, hey,
Every
my
night.
wife would say, like, who's that?
Who you
Like,
think it
I was
is?
like, who else do you think is calling me at this time?
Who
It's
else?
like, oh, Nick.
No, like, seriously, like, and like, I mean, look, he calls me sometimes, whatever, or like text him, whatever it is, but like, I can take it now. It's almost like this is my, we business partners
Right.
now with this studio stuff and all, but like they say, it's like a marriage. Like,
It
you fucking
is.
be married
Hey,
to this.
no,
Like,
for
look,
real.
But like, look, I know he probably gets aggravated with me sometimes. Whatever.
I
I
bet.
probably
Yeah.
hit him
Yeah,
out.
I don't go to bed early. Look, you know, like dude, my kids, they look. My little boy, he'll be running around the house doing all kind of crazy
Yeah,
shit.
we had to
Like,
come
look,
with keys.
he's
I
been
forgot
having like
keys.
earache, so like he's on this antibiotic shit right now. So dude, he is like not wanting to go to sleep. So when he called, he's like, "Oh hey man, like dude, I'm not sleeping." Like my little boy's throwing a little ball and hitting me in the head with shit.
Energy
Oh,
is
I forgot
spiked.
the keys. I forgot the keys. We need the keys to come in here on Friday night. We was grabbing some equipment or Sunday night. And I'm like, Austin, I was like, what you doing? I was like, it's like 9:30. We got to come grab this equipment so we can be ready for the morning. And he was like, dude, my little boy's running around throwing tantrums right now.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
shit,
It's like,
all right.
I'm busy, bro. I can't.
I'm like, I'm up for sure. So
Yeah.
And what time in the morning?
No,
this is like-
this is
Oh, okay,
like,
okay.
It's like 9:30 at night, but it was on a Sunday night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we don't stop. Like literally, like we work. I work, and I know he works. It's 24/7, and that's what people don't understand.
Entrepreneurship is not a 9 to 5. It's a 24/7, folks.
And that's what people don't understand. And that is like the hard thing, but like it honestly does disgust me whenever these other like some of these people like I'm gonna call them out. Fuck it, I don't really care honestly. Like they probably never gonna see this. If they do see it, then I hope they fucking take some advice from it.
Right.
The boys like Kai Sinat and all them other boys that's like in that little group of people, like the AM group and all,
Yeah.
talking about like making fun of like this 9 to 5 deal and talking about 9 to 5, or your boy Lacey with the Phase group talking about 9 to 5 ain't harder than a streaming job. Like, come on, dude, let's be real. Nobody who's working a fucking 9 to 5, most of the time, they don't want to be here or they don't want to be there. Like with his guys and stuff like that, and with my guys, and it's a little bit different. We have good workspaces. We have a good community and a good just
look. We often joke around.
Yeah.
Like somebody's like, look,
good boss changes everything.
Well, what's crazy? We always had that joke. You know, we cut up, have fun, but we also get the job done safely and everything like that. But our guys will let it like, man, I can't believe we come to work and actually get paid for this shit. Like some of the stuff,
that's
like,
the best,
no, but that's what's crazy. Like
that's
some of the stuff we do. Look, we'll be like, we'll go in the morning, start a job at 6, and be done by lunch.
But like,
and then like sometimes we're coming back.
It's so different. But like that. But I guess with the point, I don't want to like off drag it too much. Where I was going back with that was, not everybody has it.
Right. No, that's true.
People are miserable being there. You know what I mean?
True.
So that was a factual statement.
It's just like for people to even compare anything like that, it's just like, come on, dude. Like, grow up. Like, let's hit reality for a second. Because I can tell you now, me personally, if I was waking up every day right now and had to be at a 9 to 5, and like I had to be there and I had somebody telling me what I had to be doing and all, I wouldn't make it. I wouldn't make it. I knew they would fire me. And it wouldn't be because I couldn't do the job, and it wouldn't be because I'm not qualified. It wouldn't be because I don't know what I'm doing. It would just be because like I work on my schedule, on my time, on my thing. Like I know what needs to get done here, here, and here, and then fuck all this other nonsense. Like, because like at the end of the day, bro, a lot of people they think they know what they're doing, but they don't know what they're doing.
Right.
Everybody's around here just running around with their heads,
bro.
Yeah, running around with their heads chopped off, not knowing what. Like people are trying to figure it out, and you don't realize that. Like, dude, there's a lot of people that I grew up like looking up to, like thinking like these people, like, oh, this man got it going on. He knows what's going on and he knows what's happening, and
he's got to figure it out.
What? And they really don't. Like,
really don't.
I find out in the back scenes that they struggling right now to make ends meet or whatever, or this is happening or that's happening, and it's just like, well, man, like I thought this dude knew what he was talking about or whatever. So like, you really catch that reality once you get older and you start to really see what's going on, and once you start doing your own thing, you start making your own money, and you're like, all right, this is what this guy got going on. This is what this dude's doing. Like, kind of realize, like,
speaking of that, I got a pretty crazy question about that.
Okay.
So, like, as you're getting this fame and kind of growing your whole platform, have you noticed, like, and look, your dynamic might be different, but like, you notice certain family that didn't really fuck with you before, kind of want to like try to capitalize on your fame, or like, I'm not saying you might have an all close family, and that's cool, but I don't know. Is there kind of something with that aspect?
Or even friends, even.
Yeah, like
I
even friends.
I seen it.
Like you feel like like maybe you hadn't talked to this person in like years, but now that you got a couple 100,000 followers, you're like, hey, bro, what's up? You want to hang out? Like, oh, do you really want to hang out? Like, where have you been?
Honestly, dude, like,
no?
I think I've kept a close circle for a really long time. But like, I think over the span of like doing everything, there's definitely people that start treating me different.
Yeah.
Like definitely like people that I used to hate on me back then, like they'll treat me different.
Oh yeah,
You know
that's
what
what
I
I was
mean?
about to say. Like I seen it in person. Like I know, like they had a dude, and I'm not even gonna say their name, whatever. Popular influencer around here, whatever. Dude comes up in the bar or whatever, sees them, and was like, "Hey, dude, I hope you're doing good." Yada yada, blah
Yeah.
blah. And then me and that dude was talking, and he looks at me, he's like, "Dude, that dude didn't fuck with me back in then."
Yeah, no, literally.
Like,
I've had moments like that, but like I don't think I've had like any family members or any like close friends do it to me like sort of like that. But definitely like people that I'd never really fucked with that also never really fucked with me start treating me different. But yeah, not too many of those.
like what?
Which
Like
is-
when,
That's good.
like,
Yeah.
That's good though.
What
Yeah,
aspect?
that's a good
That's
thing.
good because look, sometimes I mean, I don't know. I mean, sometimes that could get.
I think
It
he's
can't
coming,
get out of
I think he's
hand.
coming from the place of like any family members ever called you and asked you for some money.
For like reach outs and shit.
yeah.
There are times where, but like definitely not like it's not like in a crazy amount of money. Like
Well, yeah, but like,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, though, you're still young though. So like,
right.
So like,
But
even
that
for,
is-
like,
that's
even for,
kinda
like, an
crazy,
older-
like-
even for an older person, even like to even like just reach out. No, that's just like a little like, why are you asking?
It's like, man, I'm trying
Yeah.
to build this thing.
Yeah,
I
I'm trying to-
definitely. Oh no, nothing like that. No,
Okay,
nothing
okay,
crazy
okay,
like
okay.
that. But like definitely like maybe send a couple $100 to help out with this for the
Oh,
week
dude,
or
that
something.
ain't nothing.
You know?
No,
Yeah.
that's homie love.
No, literally,
That's
no,
all-
literally,
that's
no,
not-
literally.
that's not-
But yeah, nothing
Shit,
crazy.
like you keep building this thing, you will be on that level. You can be like-
Eventually,
Yeah.
I know a lot of friends that actually do deal with this though. Like this one person, I won't say it because it's kind of like
Yeah,
crazy,
don't say
but
no
like
names,
but
no
like
names.
he was literally asked for like 15 grand and like they got mad because like they know how much money they were making and they just didn't want to give it up. So it was like kind of a weird situation. I can imagine how weird that can be if you're in that
Sure.
situation.
Well,
But yeah,
it's
nothing.
it's a shitty place. Like I know, like just like having even asked for money, from people because like we just do so many sponsorships and things like
Mhm.
that for different events and all. And like, dude, I hate having to text and call and like a lot of these people are my clients and like they help and they do stuff with us and
Mhm.
all. But at the end of the day, it's just like I don't want to blow this. I don't want to text this dude's phone and be like, hey. Here's another event that we need some money for. You want to give us some more money? Like
Give me more.
I
bro.
just hate. I don't know, man. And I'm not making no money off of none of this stuff. It's just still like
It's a passion project.
it is. Well, it's not even that. It's just I know how it is, dude. Because everybody want like even me being a newer business owner and stuff. I have people throughout the year. I probably get like 15 or 20 calls from different events asking me if I want to sponsor or be a part of it. Yada yada. I mean, I can only imagine how many you got that goes throughout the year. So it's just like everybody wants, but then it's just like whenever somebody needs
Right.
some work done or something, and they're ready to go for like the cheapest price or the person out of
Yeah.
town
Yeah.
or the person that
Slow ball.
you know who's doing some SEO for them for $30 a month from Arizona. But then you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
No. I don't I'm having much experience with that, but I'm glad I haven't.
But no, you probably don't have to just because like you in a different
Oh, just wait.
Oh, yeah,
Once you
just
start
wait.
getting into them million followers and shit, you gonna have people come out the woodwork.
I don't doubt it, dude. I honestly
you
don't
go-
doubt
you
it.
could get to that place.
Oh,
too, man. You
absolutely.
and your rate.
Definitely. I'm probably gonna hit 1 million subs by the end of this year. I guarantee fucking
Hey, I like
Hey,
that.
we
Hey,
good.
don't
Oh,
say
we
probably.
good.
Don't say probably though. Like that's why you.
Yeah, he said
That's
You're
guarantee.
right.
Yes,
He said
exactly.
Yeah,
That's what
right,
you
right.
messing up.
I will, and I am hitting 1 million subscribers by the end of this fucking year.
And look, clip that.
guarantee it.
Clip that
Flip it, chat.
because
Flip it.
I'm telling you right now, dude, is the manifestation. It's the you gotta really believe in yourself.
Mhm.
You doing it. You believe in yourself. Obviously, you wouldn't have pulled up over here.
Right,
You know
right.
what I mean? And
So kind of going to that, where do you see yourself now going? Like, what's the next steps? Like, are you gonna stay in Homa? Are you planning to, like, is this always gonna be your home base? Are you gonna kind of try to? I don't know. I mean,
I got personal opinions on that. I do personal opinions.
Well,
so this is
yeah.
I wanna hear-
I know
what
where
you-
you're going with this.
Honestly, like now, it would be easier if I stayed down here. But however, I do have a plan by the end of this year. I want to be in South Carolina. I have a creator friend, Bob Reese. He's got like 7 million plus subscribers. I go visit. Oh, I've only been to his house twice, but we make a trip. Well, so far it's been like every 6 months we go visit him, and he's got it all going on. He only makes short form content, and he's done more than what people usually do in long form. Like long form, I mean, if you know the whole game, it's like, you know, you get paid every 1,000 views for long form for this amount of money or whatever. And short form, it's the same thing, but it's just a lower percentage of RPMs because it's just like there's not much more monetization opportunity there yet, but it's slowly building. But he's done all of what he's done on just short form. He's got like literally in his backyard, he just built like a really big spring floor, 2 really big trampolines like we were talking about in the ground,
crazy.
2 more other trampolines. He's getting like a big parkour segment, like monkey bars and shit. Big sandbox.
Well,
He's got
dude,
it all going
look,
on.
call us out there. I would love to come in.
No, it would be fun, dude.
Like, I would
He's
love
got
to
a
come and just like cut up for like.
So
No,
like
it's
they do like the big jumps and stuff like that. Like, who are the ones that are doing those multiple flips where they like bounce him?
okay. That's in. I think that's in. That might be in the
Those
Netherlands.
videos are wild.
That might be in the Netherlands. I think that's
That dude like, hey, look,
You talking about the kid with the blonde hair?
yes,
Yeah.
they bounce that kid. He'll do like 15, 20 flips.
Yeah.
And they even did one indoor where he grabbed that little ball, that bag.
Oh
from
yeah,
the top,
and
and then he fell down. Dude, that's
Yeah,
wild.
they're insane, dude. Like that's called G Tramp, and they'll have like events every year in like Amsterdam or something like that. But yeah, them motherfuckers are crazy, bro.
Is
That's
that like
wild.
is that kind of like the level that you're trying to get to, like doing events and stuff like that, big things, or are you trying to just stay like doing like your own
Just
thing?
right here. Believe it or not, there's not like I mean, as far as I'm concerned, there's not too much money to be made if you're in the community and you're trying to like just post clips and go to events to make your money. Like, there's not much money to make from there. Definitely.
Not talking about like that. I'm talking about like how they're doing.
Oh, how they're hosting shit.
Yeah, or how
Oh,
the other company, like how you said, like Spain will pay them to go.
Gotcha. Okay, understood. Absolutely fucking yes, 100%.
Okay, yeah.
I think what I want to do is like something what Bob's doing right now is he's so like kind of like you. He's got several acres of land. He's got a house for him just got built. A house for him, a trailer he's in right now to wait for the house to get built, and then he's got another house with his brother / friend Parker. He's a kid. He's absolutely talented, and they just hang out every day. They got all the fun shit that you can do, just like what you were talking about. And like, it's a content freaking fiesta, dude. It's all an investment. They've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on setting up shit. And it's
Well, that's what people don't realize.
Yeah.
That this is all investment.
it's an investment. It'll come back. Yeah, exactly.
And it will come back.
It will.
But you just gotta.
Yeah,
You gotta
it's
trust the
time, it's
process.
time.
Right.
Like you said, it was crazy. You know, most people. I heard it today. A friend of mine that came over, he was talking about, you know, he had him and some friends started a little podcast back a few years back,
Mhm.
and they just did it. And they didn't have the time, so they gave up on it.
Right.
But like you just said, 10 years. You've been doing this since you were 10 years old.
10
so
years, bro.
you're just seeing the result
Just
of
seeing.
it paying off.
Literally.
And that's 10 years later. That's crazy. So,
It is.
And like we so hard on ourselves, like, and we are
Oh,
doing really good.
Nice.
But
I belong here.
look, dude, it's just like I'm sending messages like this wasn't done right or this wasn't. I know my people
Perfectionism.
probably.
Huh?
Just look, my people. I've been getting hard on them. I know they're probably sick and tired of my shit. That's why we got Sean in here now, so we're not killing them on the time that they're all, you know, let them work their time that they're in the office, and then now we got some other guys that come in to do the podcast at night just because I know I was running them ragged.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I don't want to do that. And
It's
that's-
time consuming. That's for sure.
yes.
have
That's
you
for
done a
sure.
few podcasts besides?
Dude, I think this is like my first like legit podcast, but
Really?
I think one I did was it's called. Dude, if he's watching this, he's gonna hate me. My buddy Knight, he owns a podcast. I think it's called like Juve Podcast or something like that. But
Don't hate them, dude.
it was on Zoom, like a little Zoom call, and it was like my first podcast a long time ago. I wasn't even getting paid shit back then, but or even doing anything. I think I had a couple 100,000 maybe on maybe TikTok still at the time, but everything else was kind of like
So where are you all on right now? You on TikTok, Facebook?
I'm on every single platform right now: TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat,
So what you got?
YouTube.
You got, I know on TikTok and YouTube for sure. You got like 200,000 each. What you got on Instagram?
Yeah, so YouTube's at 253 right now. TikTok's at 222. Snapchat's like 50. Instagram's like 108, and I'm missing one more. Facebook, I don't really care about Facebook.
X,
Well, not to
what
really-
about X. We having trouble. We having problem
Yeah.
like kind of getting our content out on X.
Oh, is that like Twitter basically?
Yeah,
it's all
Twitter.
Yeah, I don't even worry about that anyways.
Oh, you don't
yeah.
even mess with
No, I
X
don't. I
either?
really don't.
Well, let me ask
Dude,
you
that's
this.
crazy. You don't even like.
I
you
know,
don't
but
what
I
it's
heard that
on
several
us.
times. So you wonder, like, I don't know, is that, I don't know, we're wasting our time on that? I don't know.
Let me help you go.
Yeah, no, you're good.
But no, I guess, like, platform base wise, I mean, you like them all because I
Right.
mean, they're all generating stuff for you. But what would you say is probably the easiest one to work with, the one that benefits you the most?
bro.
YouTube.
YouTube, absolutely,
Yeah.
all the way. I love YouTube. Shout out YouTube. They're the best. Like, for a while, it was actually
So
TikTok.
did you get one of the buttons yet?
I did. I think I got the 100 plaque one.
Oh, you did?
On the 100K plaque.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty epic. But 100 definitely YouTube's been the most helpful in generating not only revenue but just constant engagement. Like realistically, I don't get paid from anything else but YouTube or TikTok, which I don't even really put much effort into TikTok anymore because how much effort I've been putting into YouTube.
Right.
But TikTok
Well,
was
it's kind of
paying
cool though. You could probably just pull some shorts and just kind of
and just re-upload.
upload.
Yeah, exactly. Which is that's super helpful too. But TikTok, they had like a little partner program. It was like if your video's a minute plus, you get your monetization, and it's like the RPMs would differ. Sometimes it would be a dollar every 1,000 views. Sometimes it'd be like 50 cents. But they were so inconsistent, and
Yeah.
it was just annoying. So I was like, screw this shit. But I actually like literally when I stopped working for the YouTubers, I did TikTok, and that was like the only thing that was really helping me for a while until I was like, okay, wait a minute. I literally worked for like 2 really big freaking channels, and I can't make long forms. What the hell am I doing?
Right.
So I was like, let me lock in. And then I got my homies, which shout out Dylan Grogan, shout out Eli Bonanno. They're the homies. Just like you guys, like we're in a FaceTime 24/7,
awesome.
shitting on each other,
Yeah,
like annihilating.
just putting ideas out.
Literally,
Say, that's
it's
awesome.
It's great. That's super helpful. But YouTube all the way. Shout
Dude,
out
that's
YouTube
awesome.
again. Yeah,
So
YouTube's great.
let me ask you this. So you said the 100,000. Like, what are the milestones in YouTube? Like, it's like 100,000.
A million.
So it jumps from 100,000 to a million,
and then 10 million.
Sheesh.
And then you get like your custom plat at 50 million, something like that. So one day
No
one day
doubt.
we'll get there. Yeah, one day.
But dude, that's crazy because, I mean, everybody, I mean, obviously, social media is the thing. I mean,
That's
you're
the
watching
thing, man.
everybody, put all this work into the stuff and making
Right.
it big.
Mhm.
But what's crazy is we're kind of meeting you at the early point.
This
of
is
your
the
deal.
early,
Yeah,
bro.
well,
This
no,
is the
it's cool.
early.
So later on, be like, damn, boy.
That's why I
look
needed
at-
to
look
do
at
this,
you.
bro.
Well, no, I know that's crazy. So like now we're gonna have like this talk and this video is gonna be out, and then you better look back and say, look when I did this podcast.
Yeah,
And
literally.
We're gonna talk about this later and be
Yep.
like, look when you did this podcast. Now you got like millions of subscribers.
Literally. We're gonna do another podcast.
Oh,
I'm gonna be
absolutely.
back here with a million subscribers.
Oh, no
the
doubt,
next
no
time.
doubt. Dude,
No,
that's awesome.
No, that's epic. That's actually hilarious. I was
Dude,
literally
what's
like,
actually
that's
pretty
perfect.
cool, if like, dude, I'm telling you, if you hit that mark by the end of the year, we should do like a 1 million.
Yeah,
return.
let's do it.
That'd
I'm
be
so
dope.
down.
That'd be dope.
I have a really good feeling I'll hit it, especially if I'm doing like a lot more short forms, which is really bringing in the subs. But
So, I mean, not to give away any of your plans, but what are some of your kind of ideas?
dude, let's
like,
talk about it. I'm down.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I mean, you got some kind of cool stuff that maybe that kind of get some viewers' interest, but you not give it away completely
right.
because I know you want to kind of that's going to be your debut when you kind of put them out there. But
where do I lead with?
I mean, is there some kind of like I don't know? I mean, dude, I'll be honest. When I watched your video earlier, because I wanted to kind of look at a couple of things because I didn't really realize what kind of content you were putting out.
Right.
But dude, that flip, I was like kind of engaged. I was like, dude, is he gonna make the 10 people jump? Like I'm thinking, oh man, he's about to take out one person. Like
that was a fun video.
Well, dude, I was like, okay, so he did 1, then 2, and then like those videos, like, I mean, obviously, you ain't gotta put it out there if you don't want to, but
We can do it.
it's like 1 take, 2 take. Like, does that happen all in 1 take, or
actually that one? Yeah, that was all in 1 take.
so? Dude, you just did.
Wait, yeah. You know, that was. I think I hit my NT on the end, and it wasn't like I barely clipped her.
Yeah,
So I was like, hey, can I just do one more? But like that was like the only other like 1 take.
yeah. But dude, that was pretty awesome because I was like, dude, that's a lot. Like,
Yeah. I'll show you guys like some of the videos before we leave of like the craziest stunts that I've done, like roof gaps, like side flipping roof gaps from like one parking garage to another.
Oh my god.
Like some really fun shit. Oh, I say fun, but it's like that's some pretty.
Like honestly, like, and that's like shit that like I don't know. I'm just jumping in a conversation right now, but that's what we want to be involved in, like that type of shit too. Though, like
Right.
I want a video of that type.
Like,
of
do
shit.
they ever like, I don't know, mess with the monetization of your stuff because of like they say it might be too
They
dangerous?
can, yeah,
Oh, really?
they totally can.
So, but like, do you
but-
have to, or do they like say if you upload something, do they message you and be like, hey, this is kind of questionable as far as danger?
Okay, so I got you.
Because like, remember Brody said that they fucked
yeah.
with him about that boat.
They do, yeah.
When he was like benching the boat, they were like, "Yeah, this is very dangerous.
Dangerous.
Like,
Yeah.
you're not supposed to be lifting. You can get crushed by the boat." And like,
That's
like,
that's
but
bro.
it's obviously he obviously had it set up to where he's not going to be crushed by the boat.
I
but,
think there's like menu or something that you could select right before you upload. It's like you can select
like to let them know, like, hey,
Yeah.
this might be a little dangerous.
Yeah. Like there's a dangerous something axe. You can mark it if there's like dangerous axe. What I do is I don't do anything because like worst comes to worst if they actually
let them figure it out.
let them figure it out, honestly, because like if you're gonna set yourself up. For
yeah, because then they're gonna be like, oh wait, let's watch him. He's about to do
cut your fucking
shit.
RPMs in half. Which obviously the goal isn't necessarily to make money, but we all need money. But it's like, yeah, you don't want your video.
Our goal is to make money.
We need money, bro. We're trying to make a bag.
Our goal is to make some fucking money. Hey, we ain't gonna be on fucking yachts off of fucking wishes and rainbows. You know what I mean? Hey,
no, literally no.
Look, at the end of the day, everybody's doing whatever they're doing, and people can be as
doing what you love is just a plus.
Yeah.
No, like look, one day,
people can be as self-righteous as they want and say, "Oh, I'm doing this because I love it," or "I love this," or "I love that." At the end of the day, you're doing whatever you're doing to make a check so that you can live a life.
So you walked in and they look. So check this out. So we come up with something. So he's talking about he's gonna hit his 1 million subscribers. Okay, by the end of the year, we're gonna have a follow up, dude. If he can pull that off, we're gonna have like a revisit episode at 1 million, just to just to recap on this shit, to see where he's at. But no, check this out. It ain't gonna be long. Look. This man, we're gonna be going to his little fucking factory thing that he's got a trampoline park. Dude, that'd be dope.
I'm so with it. Yeah, no, I'm so with it.
You gotta actually make that happen though, for real. Like,
I will. I
that
promise.
would be cool. I mean, I can tell you now. I know another guy that's trying to do it, but I mean, fuck, I'll say his name. He mentioned it already. I know Brody. He was mentioning he was gonna be trying to do something, but I don't know, man. Brody's getting pretty big now, and I see Brody. He's starting to make some content with.
Heck yeah.
With some other people that he got going on right now. So honestly, dude, I told Brody, I was like, "What, you gonna move to Los Angeles very soon or something?" And like, he laughed and smiled, but like, I don't know, man. Like, I told him, like, and this is where I come back to what I was saying earlier about, like, I got some opinions about that, like about staying, like, dude, like, just being real, you should stay around here and make your thing big and don't move away. Like, if you're gonna go to South Carolina to like make yourself bigger and that's gonna like actually do something for you, by all means, like, do your thing. It's
actually mad affordable over there.
Yeah, like, do your thing to whatever make you grow. But the thing that I'm saying is like, dude, we got so much money being poured into the state right now, and we just need more things in the state. Like, there's no bodybuilding scene.
The only reason I'm fucking leaving, bro, they ain't shit here.
I know, but that's the problem.
Nothing.
We gotta make things here. Why you think we made this studio?
No,
You know what I mean?
Right.
We're trying
to level up.
Yeah, like, look, we're trying to make this place a place where people want to come, because at the end of the day, dude, there's so much fun shit. Dude,
maybe we do put Homo on the map.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, there's more content. There's more content to be made here.
Well, think about it. Like,
no.
How many I mean, okay, shout out again, Brody, but I'm saying, like, I didn't even know he was even around here until we talked to it.
Well, no, just think about how much opportunity and stuff there is around here too, that like just people aren't capitalizing on, like the spear fishing deal that I was kind of telling you about, like going out and doing stuff on charter fishing boats, going doing stuff in the woods, just hunting fish. People love the outdoors, dude.
I never thought about it like that. Because there's nothing here means there's actually a lot more opportunity than you think.
Oh, there's so much more opportunity. Like I gotta tell people all the time, just the fact that there's nothing here and stuff, and we're the only company that kind of delivers the services that we deliver.
Yeah.
Dude,
like, you want to hear something crazy?
It's almost impossible.
Which is why the swamp, that trampoline park, is so successful.
Well, yeah, but you want to hear something crazy? Like, just stuff people don't even realize that you look. One of the guys that works for us, okay, they do a lot of alligator hunting and stuff like that. Dude, they had some boys from, I don't remember where they were, some friends of theirs that came in from, I don't know, a bunch of bull riders and stuff like that. Dude, they were jumping on the alligators and shit out the boat.
Yeah.
Like, dude, they just doing crazy shit.
I got a buddy that you need to meet. My buddy Jason. Yeah. So like he actually
like if you want to do like some stuff like not jump on an alligator if you want to.
I want to jump on an alligator.
No, you can't look. It's not as dangerous as you like.
No, but what's crazy? Like I got tags to do that. Like we could go like alligator hunting if you wanted to.
My buddy Jensen, he'll jump on top of like he had a 6-footer that he actually fucked up his tooth on. He jumped on top of it, grabbed it, and like had it wrapped around, and he was like wrestling underneath the water, like bring it back up, and he like finally got a hold of it and like was able to bring it up. I'm talking about like this is like I'm not gonna say for sure 6 foot, but it's somewhere in the range of 5 to 6 feet. All right, like I'm telling you, like it was most of my height, and he got it up and he brought it up to the top, and the boat kept on going like over, and we didn't realize like where he was at in the water. Whenever he came up, he brought the alligator up. The alligator smoked the boat, and then he smoked his teeth, and he actually chipped his 2 front teeth. Yeah, and but like we ended it right there. But like, dude, we had such a blast that night. Like, and it was just crazy. Like,
that sounds wild. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'd flip an alligator. I'll flip over an alligator. I'll do that.
Dude, we can set that up.
Yeah. Have you lined up like 10 alligators?
Dude, I got like an alligator in my pond right now. Like, we
Yeah, I'll flip over
we
an
can catch
alligator.
an alligator and make it over.
I'll definitely flip over. Dude, I'll flip over an alligator. Easy.
That honestly wouldn't even be a crazy start, honestly, if I really think about, like, you need a...
Or you put the alligator on a trampoline.
Oh, wait a minute. Now we're compounding here. Okay. Wait a minute. That's good.
No, dude, that's just so much, like I said, like, just, that's why I'm so strong about that with this area, just because, and dude, think about how many movies are being made in Louisiana right now.
Right, a lot more.
Dude, they're calling Louisiana the new Hollywood. Like,
That's insane.
Yeah, no, a lot of people are, like...
We're going to have to fact check that.
Huh?
We're going to have to
Fact check.
I was about to say,
No,
I'll be honest,
look,
I didn't hear that.
if I'm not... Look, fact check this one too, but I'm pretty sure...
Wait, I'm sorry. Is this a spear?
Yeah.
Yeah, so look, grab that. I'll tell you a quick story about that. That's kind of fucking funny that I left that. So, yeah.
You guys see this shit?
No. So, hey, you know what's funny? So, quick story about that. I didn't realize we had that right there.
I forgot that was...
No, so we were in Tractor Supply. I had to go get some shit for my animals. So we're in Tractor Supply, and there's like a display case. Not a case, but like a box with like, it was just standing in the thing, and it was like for sale. And I'm like,
these?
Yeah. So,
Right?
yeah. So, yeah. No, I know. That's just crazy. So I was like, one of my guys was with me. We went to pick up some feed for the animals, and I'm like, he's like, dude, you seen this? I'm like, that's crazy.
I want it.
Like, I'm gonna grab it. Like, we cannot, like, this is the last one. We cannot not.
Was the last one?
Yes.
It was meant to be.
But dude, you know what's crazy? There was like a box of 20 of them. So like, I've never seen them again. So Tractor Supply obviously got like 20 spears in for what, I don't know.
Sounds like a lot
so
of
I grabbed it.
lawsuits.
Look, the lady at the counter didn't even know. She was like, "Why do you have this?" I'm like, "Y'all are selling it." She's like, "Wait, we sell this?" I'm like, "Whoa, I didn't just bring this in here."
This is crazy lawsuit, bro.
Dude, it was like $20. I was like, "Why?"
I thought it was more than that.
No, it was like $20, $25 at the most.
Durable.
Yes.
That's insane.
Crazy.
Bro.
So I was like, she was like, "What do you need this for?" I'm like, what would you not need this for?
Everything.
Yeah, everything.
They throw it at animals,
It's
so
kind of random,
whatever.
but yeah, we bought it just randomly because it was just
Caught
there.
my attention. That's for
But
sure.
yeah, it was kind of wild. Yeah, just a random spear. Yes.
I mean, any specific questions you guys got from my YouTube?
Dude, honestly, like, I mean, I don't know. That's crazy, man. Like,
Trying to spread some game for you guys. You know.
I mean, man, look, we growing our YouTube and we seeing success with it. I mean, honestly, it would be more like, I don't have questions for you now. More like, hey, come and sit down in the office with me on Monday.
right.
Well, it seems like you're doing the right.
Yeah,
I mean, you're doing it. You obviously figured out. I'm not gonna say figured out, but you're getting the
figuring it
out.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we're just starting this.
So like
I guess we need more help on the thing.
Just to give you some just to give you some like insight on like what we got going on and stuff. Like, so obviously Austin has the machine shop Axis, and then he also has Patriot, the crane rental shop, and then I have Lone Wolf, Alpha Wolf, and now Marsh Media with Austin Marsh Media. But where we make our real money is just business to business, right? And that's like where we see a lot is just coming in and making these companies around here as professional as possible that they can be. I mean, shit. Just theirs. I'm not gonna mention no names, but they picked up some huge contracts just from us producing some videos on some of the towers that we were doing. So like they're doing business with some of these bigger name companies. Shit, you were just telling me. You want to talk about it real quick? Since you tell me what you're saying earlier. One of the companies, they actually just kind of reduced their marketing budget with us. It was actually one of our main companies.
Oh yeah.
And I kind of tried talking them out of it, like, "Hey, dude, this isn't a good
idea."
idea."
It's kind of crazy. Like I said, obviously we're not gonna mention no names, but my point was, I'm like, when I first got him to do my media, it was because you wanted to be in everybody's face.
Right.
You wanted to. I mean, look, it's almost like a brand. Like, look, people.
Not like a brand. It is a brand.
It is a brand. But my point is, like, 100%. When you see McDonald's sign, you know what that is already. You don't have to. Oh man, what is that? No, you know what it is. So that's because it's in everybody's face every day, all the time.
Right.
Well, so when I got him to do that, now I'm hearing the same kind of things. Like, people are saying, "Man, we see y'all all over. We see your content. We see this," which is kind of cool to hear because beforehand we weren't doing these kind of things with the media, but we've still been grinding the same every day. We've been grinding the same,
right?
But now it's just people are seeing what we're doing, and it's just kind of got a whole cool effect. But going back to what he was saying, I mentioned to him today, I was like, "Man, your boy's company, they still doing okay? He's like, yeah, they still doing good. But damn, I don't see shit from them no more. I mean, I used to see them all the time, like everywhere,
Right.
every little ad or whatever. Like they would pop up on my Facebook, social media, like at least once a day, not if not twice, 3 times, like anything. I couldn't tell you.
Ever since cutting the marketing budget.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen them in months.
Oh yeah, I mean, you cut the marketing budget probably like a month or two ago, and
I haven't seen anything about them in months. That's why I asked. I said they still kind of. I mean, jokingly, I was like, "Are they still in business?" He's like, "Yeah, they're still doing it
So
right."
like that's like where we get our bread and butter is like we know how to target these people, we know how to find these people in these areas that want these services, and we know how to make these companies look like I was saying the best they can.
Right.
You know, through websites, search engine optimization, Google Ads.
Look, kind of tell you a funny little story. A guy called me from Florida one day. He's like, "Hey, we got this hot tub. Can you?" He's like, "I searched crane companies, and y'all the first ones that pop up out of Florida." Okay.
What the fuck?
Yeah, crazy.
Bro,
That's how they had it.
That's how we had it at the time. He wanted. I was like,
we were kind of doing areas, so we were testing it out. But dude, I was popping up first in Florida and like these different areas. So this dude was like, "Yeah, look, I'll take a look at it." You know, it was only a couple hours. It was like right there,
Right.
a few hours away. I'm like, dude, I mean, we'll go do it. By the time I travel over there and do this, probably gonna cost you as much to put the hot tub over your house in your backyard as much as you probably paid for your hot tub.
Don't tell me he goes, all right.
Well, no, I mean, look, I seen dude's house, like he got it. I'm sure, like he could have been like, but look, my thing was, I'm not trying to get over on nobody.
Mm-hmm.
I could have told him, yeah, man, you know, we weren't all like, no, listen, dude. I said, look, it's gonna cost you way more than it should. Like, there's probably a company, right? And sure enough, there was one not that far from me. I said, look, contact them. They could probably do the same service, but I'm not trying to make my money by getting one over on somebody.
Right.
But going with that is basically that's like going back to what I said, like how we make our bread and butter. A company tells us like, hey, I want to be number 1 on Google, or I want to be popping up in this place. That's how we basically know to get them. So like, I don't know. I never seen that mix with the social content creator side of things. That would be interesting. Like, have you ever ran an ad?
An ad?
Yeah, but like not on YouTube.
But that's what's crazy though. I feel like you don't even.
Don't need
the video is the ad.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was about to say. Yeah. You're putting videos out every day, so you're kind of you're your own ad.
Do you have other people or other things that like whenever you
like what would you put? Hey, watch me eat my next flip.
Like, what do you mean?
Like is that a way that you monetize content by putting the ads into your video?
Oh yeah. So that's like the main income for all YouTubers is AdSense. It's you basically have the 8-minute plus video and YouTube puts mid-roll ads. I usually put like.
So they choose what ads they put?
They'll find like ads and brands that kind of fit your know your deal, and like they'll just put specific ads on your videos. Like I probably have like 4 or 5 ads that run on my long form videos, and then like there's maybe like 2 non-skippables that YouTube ads like.
Do you have any brand rep? I mean, I know you mentioned some, but do you have some that are kind of like cool, like reps
that you can mention?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. So shout out Cam. He's like the content agent that I just kind of started working with. It's non-exclusive, which is awesome because I can still like work around and do my own brand work. And he's like, I have my own email set up with him, so all the brand deals that I get or people that are reaching out, they go straight to him, straight to his email. So I ain't gotta worry about that shit. All I need to do is worry about making good videos. But he's been working with a lot of connecting me with other brands. Right now, we're working on. You guys know Morgan and Morgan, the injury law firm, in the USA. Yeah, we just got them.
What?
Yeah, we just got them.
What do you mean you got them?
So when I say that sounds so harsh. Wait,
what do you mean?
So basically, they reached out, and I didn't really know like what it was until I watched my friend Hero's video, and I was like, oh, he just did this ad, and they've been in my emails for like 2 weeks now, and I didn't think they were real. So I was like, yo, Cam, this is like they're coming at me with this stuff, and they didn't give me a rate, they didn't give me nothing. They were just like, hey, we're interested in working with you. We're Morgan & Morgan, the biggest injury law firm in the USA. I'm like, this has got to be fake. I'll look up Morgan. I literally, what is the biggest law firm in USA? And it goes Morgan & Morgan. I'm like, what the okay. So I was like, yo, Cam, let's get with this. And I'm like, oh, my brain's cooking for the content part. So I'm like, I know a good ad. The good ad would be, I'm doing a stunt in the video. I randomly get hit by a car on purpose, of course.
Right.
And everyone on the video is like, what the fuck? Coby just got hit by a car. And then all of a sudden, and I'm going to rent an ambulance and everything. You guys don't even see this yet, but I'm going to rent an ambulance and everything. And as I'm getting picked up and putting in the stretcher, I'm saying the ad. thanks to Morgan & Morgan, my injury's protected, bobbity bobbity blah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's goated, right? And I worked that with the cam, and he pitched it to them. We're actually still waiting on a response, but I don't know if I'm able to say prices or numbers.
No.
No.
We don't need you to. We
Okay,
don't want you to.
Okay,
We don't
sweet.
need to. Yeah.
But yeah, they just reached out, and right now we got them in the works for my next video.
Dude,
It's like
crazy.
a 45.
Awesome,
It's sick, dude. It's awesome.
That's
It's
kinda wild.
epic. It's like a 45, 60-second integration in my video. And then another one we're working on is Uber Eats and DoorDash. I'm doing a video called I secretly lived in a trampoline park for 24 hours. And I can't, what the rules is I can't leave. So like, how do we make DoorDash the hero of the story? Oh, they bring us the food. And they're also throwing a decent chunk of change. Well, I would assume. Because, Cam, actually, I could tell you this. So Cam, when we first had our call, he was like, dude, your channel's averaging 1.2 million views every video. You have no idea how much leverage you have right now. He's like, bro, I'm going to be knocking on every fucking door for you. And I guarantee you, you're not getting anything less than 25K a video. I'm like, epic. That's what I like to hear. And then plus the AdSense would be extra, which is super sick. But I'm working on to get my videos up like 2 videos a month so I can bump those, his words, not mine. But if things work out really good, then we can bump those the ads to 50K a video.
I was about to say, well, if you're getting like 50K a video, I mean, fuck, 2 a month, that's 100K.
Yeah, literally. And then plus AdSense, that would be sick.
A year after, like.
Yeah, that's the goal, man. That's the goal. I'm looking forward to it. I'll tell you that.
Have you hit that? Don't say no actual numbers or anything, but have you hit that $500,000 mark yet?
500,000. Sheesh, hell no.
Hell
no, dude.
It's
no.
coming.
Yeah, it's coming.
Definitely
within the next like year or two. I think I'll probably hit my biggest milestone yet.
You can hit $1 million before the end
Oh,
of
well, 1 million subs,
That's what I'm saying, 1 million subs.
Oh yeah, definitely that.
Yeah, but once you start getting 1 million subs,
everything else.
The game changes a little drastically.
It does.
Well, what kind of that? I guess one thing before we kind of like cut it off and stuff. I know we're getting towards that time. What kind of cameras and stuff are you using? Are you doing like stuff on like just putting them on tripods and then rolling with it, or are you like?
I got 2 buddies, Eli and Dylan. They're both creators as well. I don't even have a camera. If I make short form videos, I'm using my phone. But if I need to film a video like a long form, then it's either my friend Eli is actually my full-time filmer. So I'll like, hey Eli, we need to film a video. Whether it's we drive to Texas or go here or film it down here, whatever the heck. He's the man that
you gonna have him on payroll or something like
it's like per project. Yeah, like I'll pay him per project. Which I asked for him. I'm like, hey, what's fair to you? And he's like, I'm like,
it needs to be mutually beneficial, like how he's kind of talking about, like he was like, hey, how much your face?
Right.
Let's collaborate on some shit. Let's make some shit happen.
Exactly.
And it's gonna come with it, right?
Exactly. And like, I mean, as things get better, like I'm like, dude, like eventually, yeah, we'll up that shit and whatever. But anyways, yeah, they have really good cameras, and I just use their cameras. My buddy Dylan lives in New Jersey. He flies out to me like every other month. I fly out to him every other month. We just make videos together. I think he's got a Sony A7. A Sony A7. Does that sound about right?
Yeah,
Sony A7 S4.
Yeah, that's what we. Okay. That's what we also use. We use those right here. And here we have FX30s, but it's Sony A7 IV. Right. What we use for like a lot of content, like get pictures and videos.
Yeah, that's a good camera. So I use that one. My buddy's got that one, and my friend Eli has a GH5, a Lumix, which is like also really good in quality too. So yeah, but other than that, yeah, I don't own a camera, which I probably should buy one eventually, but. Right now, I don't need one. I got the homies. I got the homies, bro. Like they're helpful.
Yeah.
Especially me and my friend Dylan. We just kind of help each other. Like I'll film his video. Don't pay me. He'll film my video. Don't. It's sick.
No, yeah, especially if it's working like that. I mean, don't ever put eggs in baskets.
Right.
That you don't need to put them into if you don't need to yet, right?
Right.
Do you have any more questions?
Not really, man. That's pretty wild.
Wild story, bro.
Now, look, I'm serious. Like, it was crazy before you came in here. I didn't really know a whole lot, but like, I'm gonna follow and like, I'm gonna keep up with it. Like, that's just crazy. Like, dude, he's like in our backyard. Like, he's
literally, we're all in the same backyard.
On a trampoline in our backyard.
Literally.
No, we gonna make some stuff happen. Let the followers know where to find you on YouTube and everything.
I got you. Coby Tatum, CobyTatum on all platforms: TikTok, YouTube, Snapchat, Instagram, all that good stuff. I highly recommend you guys just go watch my YouTube videos because they're much more produced and well thought out. A lot more entertaining than probably any of my other pieces of content. Unless you just like watching me flip off of roofs, you can definitely just go check out my Instagram. You'll see some crazy shit. But other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
But look, man.
I appreciate you guys.
Yeah,
Time
absolutely,
going,
bro.
dude. Can't wait for
Yeah.
some more stuff.